Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? What's up? Sit down. We got to talk about what happened with Erica Mena. If you haven't heard, she has been fired. And at first, I literally was like, lift every voice and sing till earth and right? I was singing our national anthem until y'all, what is Love and Hip Hop and Mona Scott Young specifically playing in our faces? And also, a lot of y'all were in the comments talking about she's not fired. She just got suspended, baby. I think they're not even trying to suspend her and they want to bring her back ASAP. Do you know that her castmates are coming out defending her? Some even saying they didn't know monkey was a slur. Y'all, let's get into this because I am tired. I'm tired of people making false equivalents. Oh, y'all got so much smoke for Erica Mena, but when y'all call each other monkeys and the N-word, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, dummy. The same way I can argue with my family and call them everything but a child of God, but you better not fix your lips to talk to my sister, brother, mother, cousin, uncle, or whoever. Do you guys understand that? I don't understand. I understand why the cast members are doing it. Baby, they're doing it because I think Mona Scott Young put them up to doing it. That's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. But the fact that there are people on the internet talking about oh my God, what's the big deal? We say it to each other all the time. Dummy, shut up. You don't speak for us. Be quiet. Please go sit in the corner, beloved. If the majority of Black people are telling you this is as vulgar, one of the most vulgar insults you can call someone, and the majority of Latino people will tell you, yep, that's pretty, that was bad. And the majority of white people will tell you, yeah, somebody called you that? Not good. And the majority of Asian people will tell you, yeah, that's about as vulgar as you can get. That's basically calling you the N-word without calling you the M-word. You got all these racial groups. You got all these people. And I'm talking to the misguided Black people, right? Want to sit up there and say, what are you talking about? It's not that big a deal. I'm not even offended. You are a dummy and you need to go sit in the corner. There is something like false equivalency. Yes, I can argue, fuss, fight, scream, do whatever, say whatever to my mom, right? But let you come in my house and try that same mess with my mom. That your face is going to be planted into the wall with your foundation smearing down the side. That little snap back that you use to cover your balding spot, yes, I'm talking to the Dusties too, will be not clear off your head along with the remaining hair. How is everybody sitting here really acting? I get it. There's a lot of shame in whoever is actually defending Erica Mena. There's a lot of, oh no, but I'm different. No, you're not. And just because you don't take something as an assault, can you still just be quiet and let the people that got the guts to actually fight, get up and fight for what's right? But let's talk about fighting for what's right? So, Erica got suspended / fired. Who knows at this point? And again, I was giving golf claps until Mona Scott Young had the nerve to get on Al Gore's internet and put handled like she did something. Miss Mona Scott Young is a poverty pimp. She is a desperation pimp. She is a fake. Mona Scott Young, and I will say this again, has exploited Black culture for the most vulgar, derogatory version of it. Packaged it up. Gave it to white media, because here's the thing. If a Black producer had made Love and Hip Hop, they would have been canceled. I'm sorry, not Black. I'm so busy in my bag. Let me get on my soapbox and get my words right. If a white producer, if an Asian showrunner had made Love and Hip Hop and had all the trifling gutter mess happen, that show would have been canceled its first season. But because Mona Scott Young looks like skin folk, everybody gave her a pass. And now y'all seeing that she is not kin folk. She literally packaged up that show, sold it to a white audience, a worldwide audience. You know, it's so syndicated because they like to sit there and live vicariously through the little hoodlums doing whatever. But at the same time, they want to look down because when they see you walking through their little towns in Eastern Europe or towns in Poland or towns in like whatever, they want to be like, oh my God, you know, those people weren't raised right, all because what they saw on TV. Racism, I'm not going to get into the many levels of racism and how some of the most racist people are voyeurs. They are voyeurs. They like to sit there and live vicariously, but at the same time, judge and go back to. Do you ever wonder why most self-hating Black people will sit there and defend white people? Like they're just inherently virtuous. They're not. Anybody who's lived around white people know there's good, there's bad, there's ghetto, there's low down, there's all that mess. It's the whole spectrum. They are nothing but human like me and you. As a matter of fact, social economic is more of a dictator for the F shit that somebody's going to do. All right? Has anybody wondered why these self-hating Black people will come out and defend the virtues? Why? Because representation matters. Because on TV, whiteness and white families and whiteness is depicted as virtuous, moral, conservative, loving, warm, open, forgiving. Not like the people we see in our neighborhoods. For the people that be like, please, I live in the hood. Yeah, but that also shows you never left the hood. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the hood. But it also shows you never left the hood because you literally think whiteness, or matter of fact, non-Blackness is better than all Black culture because of what you saw on TV, because you've never been around them. Because if you knew, you would know it ain't nothing different. The vultures that listen, it might be different code switching. It might be different, whatever, but it's no better or worse. That's what I want to say to these people defending. Oh, I don't even take it as an insult. You're a dummy. You should. Well, we say it to ourselves all the time. That's right. I'm going to keep saying it to somebody. Monkey. I'm joking. But I'm just saying, I'm going to keep saying it, yelling it at my cousins when I get mad or this and that. Well, not even that. People said that when they were 6 years old. And you know what? Let me just actually take that back, because Erica Mena said that with all the vile hatred in her heart. She wanted to call her the N-word. If you do not know, the monkey is a socially acceptable way to call somebody the N-word with a hard R in daylight without getting arrested for a hate crime. And just because you used to call your little cousin that on the jungle gym when you're 6 years old does not mean it is acceptable. Let's talk about her cast, Mona Scott Young. It's handled. Mona filmed this mess. They kept it in. They could have fired Erica when it happened. They kept it in. They edited it. They put it in there, and now they're using it for ratings. And the only reason Erica's even suspended / fake fired is the fact that the audience got upset. See, here's the thing that Mona Scott Young, and this is the problem Bravo and all reality TV is getting. Reality TV is actually very, very dated. The things we accepted as a culture, as a society 5 years ago is not acceptable anymore. The way we talk to each other, the way we think, the way we would disrespect people, it's not acceptable anymore. The same way you watch a movie from 10 years ago and you're like, oh my God, people was allowed to say that? It's not acceptable. Mona Scott Young is using the same playbook. Let her call her an M with all the anger in their heart. So a bunch of people that actually look, that aren't Black, that think we're all M's, monkeys, can call us that. Vicariously. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Last time I went to Taco Bell drive-thru and that girl was like, sir, move on. You have enough hot sauce. I wanted to call her that. They're living vicariously through it. This is what Mona Scott Young does for a living. And for her to say handled, it wasn't handled. As a matter of fact, you didn't even think it was a big deal. You thought it was nothing. You were literally kowtowing and pleasing your predominantly non-Black audience. If you guys don't know, yes, I know Black people love love and hip hop, but around the world in syndication, the biggest group of their viewers are non-Black. What does that say? What does that say? They don't want us in their homes. They don't want us in our towns in Eastern Europe. They don't want this. And don't come in saying not everybody. I know not everybody. I'm talking to the people that feel this way. They don't want us in the towns. They don't want us in this. They don't want that. But they want to come through every week. They don't want to watch The Cosby Show, but they want to watch Mona Scott Young because Mona Scott Young feeds into stereotypes. She is a stereotype pimp. She feeds into stereotypes. She packages it up and she feeds it to people that want to see it. Let's look at these clowns on Erica's timeline defending her. First of all, Safari's defending her. Safari, shut up. I know why he wants her job back. Because Safari got his child support is ridiculously low considering the income he makes. Child support should be somewhere between 15 and 25% of your income. I'm sorry if your baby's father worked at Quickie Mart. Safari doesn't. And the child support should not be the same. Okay? Safari doesn't want to have to pay child support because if Erica Mena is unemployed, the amount in child support he will have to pay will go up probably by double or triple. That's why he's sitting there stumping for Erica. Let's talk about Scrappy was real when he was like, yo, Erica was wrong, but the producer set her up. This is what Love and Hip Hop. So I say this. Why, right? Why aren't we talking about canceling Love and Hip Hop? Mona Scott Young is a dinosaur. She's done enough disrespect for the culture. Representation matters overseas. I'm telling y'all. And don't get me wrong. I spent a lot of time overseas. The majority, don't let like all these dog whistles get you. The majority of people overseas are not, as a matter of fact, they love Black Americans. Baby, our culture is American culture and they love it in droves. What they call loud and ghetto and obnoxious over here, you go overseas and they're like, oh my God, you're so full of life. They can't get enough. They love your charming accent. They love the way your twist on words. They love your excitement. They love how you're passionate. But what I am saying is Mona Scott Young, right? She is a stereotype pimp and she packages it up for people to laugh, mock, be entertained, and look down on. And all these people on the show defending Erica, why are we even listening to them? Y'all already proved that you will sell your soul for $1, that you will do anything. You will demean yourself in any way. You will go along with fake storylines. You will fight like dogs in the street. You'll curse each other out over nothing. You will make fools of yourself and disgrace yourself and your family for a fake made up thing just to get an MFing dollar. F would I listen to you about anything you feel about what's insulting or not. Baby, you wouldn't know insulting if somebody paid you to degrade yourself. Y'all listen. These cast members are nothing but puppets for Mona Scott Young. They need their checks. What we really need to notice is the fact that they're all speaking up. That means Mona Scott Young wants them to speak up, probably do a boycott, and then be like, I had to bring Erica back or the whole staff was going to think. Mona Scott Young is disgusting. Handled. What did you handle? Except for exploiting a racial incident that Erica should have been quiet, and you should have never, that incident should have never seen the time of day. I'm sick of reality TV. I'm sick of Love and Hip Hop. And I'm sick of them always getting some goof troop, do anything for $1, shucking and jiving, doing the thing, Sambos, who will do anything to stay on TV and make that money, to stand up in unison in the choir of idiots and be like, I did not know monkey was. Shut up and go get your paycheck or whatever, y'all. Shout out to Alexander Rogers, whatever Mona Scott Young is feeding y'all. What did he say? A church is 2-piece and a biscuit. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm done with Love and Hip Hop, and let's just boycott it. It's on its way down, but even if we boycott it, it's going to be a bunch of racists watching, and Mona Scott Young going to be laughing all the way to the bank while her puppets, it's like, I'm Black, and I don't see anything wrong with it. Shut your dumb self up. Anyway, all of them, everybody, take back their invites to the cookout. Seriously. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.